Ah, delicious corn. Anyway, we got a lot of work to do as usual, and it's evening, so probably not a lot of work's going to get done, but we're going to try. And we've got the 1365 all up on its four wheels again. I got this one done and got the fluid removed and cleaned up and painted and put back on. And I'm thinking that what we're going to do now is unhook this thing, and we're going to pull it over here in the shade to work on it. And I got the O-rings from the old Agsco, and we're going to try to dive in there and get those two lift arm things fixed. And then I think that will be the last really repair to do on this thing. I might clean up and paint the rest of that 3-point linkage and stuff just to make it nicer. But then basically this tractor will be as good as it can be for now. There is a couple little modifications I may want to make. I'm thinking about putting a battery cutout on this side. I think I can use this existing hole and not have to make a new hole in anything. I might have to just enlarge it out in that bracket so we can do it. And then I could put the original screen behind the grill. And then that way I wouldn't have to, right now I've been reaching through there taking the battery cable off, but put the cutout on, that should solve that problem, but we'll see about that. So here we go. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and this here 1365 we want to unhook from this soil finisher. And if there's anything I know, it's that barley pops and heavy machinery are a good combination. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to disconnect that and then pull her over here into the shady place and then hopefully get that fixed. Poor little Freddy's over there, we're waiting on parts for him. So yeah, as soon as we get that, we can switch back to that little Italian. But for now, this is what we're doing. Okay, after a rousing round of where did I put the hammer, now I think we're ready. See how much a battery cutoff would make this much more handy than trying to fumble around in here. Probably this side would be the better side to try. And we'll put it in neutral so as we don't kill ourselves. Like we did that one time when I bypassed the safety switch and it immediately tried to kill me. Alright. This is probably not the place to hook this up or unhook this, but who cares? Came out. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a punch or something. You can't get these out without sadness. There's one. All right, prediction time. I'm gonna knock that one out. The tractor's gonna roll backwards, shove this thing into me, and knock me down. That's what I think's gonna happen. Let's see what actually happened. Under a lot of pressure. How do we get that out? Not like that, that's for sure. We didn't even kill ourselves. Amazing. Let's park it in front of the school bus. So if it doesn't run again, I don't have to go next week. That's how that works, right? All right, little feller. Good boy. Yeah, okay, so now all we got to do is work. That's fun, right? But it's okay, you know? We're making progress. I'm really happy with the way this all turned out now with the wheels and that. So we might as well finish fixing so that we don't have leaks. Oh. Now, should we travel to the unknown first? Or should we do the one we know how to do already? I'm leaning towards doing the one that I know something about first. Which, actually, one of these I think is bigger than the other, but we'll find that out as we go. I just need to go get the sockets. Do we remember what size it was? Was it a 22? That sounds Fiat-ish, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, sure. Yep. Let's sit on a bucket. That's, ooh, almost fell off of the bucket. Easy, horsey. All right. Just 22, Salvatore. 22. I hope this is where it's leaking and it's not leaking somewhere else, is it? No, I'm pretty sure it's leaking out of there. I mean, it's all covered with oil. Cover! Oh! Sure. Why wouldn't we make that super duper difficult? Now, did I bring the hammer? It's still laying on the floorboard. I knew I'd need that, I think. Also, as we learned from the last one, it would be kind of super handy to make a mark on here. But I was thinking, and it does actually have a mark scribed between the two. So, if I didn't pay attention to that on the other one, if you hear that, viewer David, and that other one gives you any kind of grief, pull that off and there's a mark to line it up. And you can probably put it back to the way it's supposed to be if it's not that way now. I tried. Okay. Italian retaining clip. Sure. Are these all froze up in here? I don't see why they wouldn't be. I guess, whilst we... Ooh, that side's actually loose. I don't know if you can see that or not. I was playing with stuff and that actually goes up and down. So that side's cool. I'm gonna have to see if this is, I'd say that this is probably froze up solid, but you know, I think whilst I have this apart, now would be a good time to get that loose. So we'll probably do that too. I don't know if it would be better to leave it on this and just leave it clamped to the arm and then turn it? We'll find out. You know, we just do things. We don't think. Don't think about them, just do. Alright, okay. Come off of there, yo. Alright. Is it any... No, it's stuck. That's what I figured. Okay. So, there's that. Now, I'll slide that off in there. Isn't that pretty? And there's this washer, which is being held on with a tremendous amount of suction. Then, there is in fact a spacer in there, which was a trick, I remember, to get out on that other one. So we're going to have to see if we can dig that out of there again, like we did on the other one. And I think I just used a couple picks to do it. So that may be our course of action. Again, would be probably good to clean up this apparatus here while we're doing this, but you know, life's too short to do a good job, so you might as well do it not so good and do it twice. Yeah, okay. Now for 40 minutes we're going to play the game of where are the tools? Because the only pick I can find is this one. And I'm pretty sure it takes two, because you got to kind of play with it. Alright, I found it on Freddy, so that's good. There we go. Oh, false hope. False hope. It's just like when you think she likes you, but then she sleeps with another guy. So, yeah. Don't believe it just because it looks like it's the way it is. Come on. There we go. Sure. Now, if I remember on the last one, I just had to basically destroy it to get it out of there. Had to like stab it through. And then finally I got it. Yeah. Come on, Mama. Let's get out of there. Oh, Sole Vittori. What a job. This seems more difficult. But the other one had a toolbox on it too, but it just seems like I'm struggling more. I don't think I had that many barley pops when I did the last one. That might be the problem. I can see it. I can seize it. But why can't I get it out? I see you, O-Ring. Let's be friends. I got something cool to show you. Come on. Come on out of there. How? Oh, you know what? In the last video, you didn't see me do this because it started to rain. And I remember I worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and got soaking wet. And then I got the O-Ring. Oh. What in the wide, wide world of sports is this? Wide run all night, wide run all day. I bet my money about this night.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Come on. Pierce you, O-Ring. There. No, don't go back in. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna have to do it again. I was so close. I was so close. I see success in the distance, and then failure happened. Mamma mia! Why aren't you going out of the thing right there? Oh, I can't pull you out any farther. I was piercing the skin. Come on. Dig in. So close. Come on, you. Ravioli. I don't know what else to do. I'm having a very difficult day. Sweet propane, take me away. Come on. Oh, you little thing. You're so close. I've got it carved up like a Halloween pumpkin. Pumpkin spice O-ring. Come on. I don't know what else to do. This old rubber O-ring is made out of like spring steel or something. Come on. What do we do? Well, do we cry? Do we go get a bunch more barley pops and just say forget it? I'm probably going to vote for that one before too much longer. Why do today what we could do never? You know? We'll just keep adding oil to it and let it leak. Yeah, okay. Okay. I got this one time from the old Cornwallis tool, man. It's supposed to be a hose puller. I'm wondering if it will work as a 1365 O-ring piercer. It's not really bent the ideal direction for this, but I'm running out of options here, people. Come on, hose puller. Oh, so close. I had it speared very lovely. So, what much more could a guy do here? Come on. Well, you little buttercup, come on. Mamma mia, this is tough. There it's coming, but I know this has been fascinating. Man struggling to pull off rubber. But I did it. Now somebody's coming up the driveway to interrupt my good times. And it's the end of the week and I'm sick of it. I don't want visitors. If that's not a beautiful woman, I'm gonna... Alright, turns out it was the UPS guy, so I'll forgive him. He can interrupt my good times because he's bringing more Freddy parts. And after looking at my envelope, well, I'll just explain this. I ordered from Agco this time and they sent it in like 3 different batches so far, so I guess what I got was in all kinds of different warehouses. I don't know. But anyway, they do try to, what I'm saying is they try to get it to you in a timely fashion, especially in the spring and the fall, I've found. I mean, they pretty well send it the next day. Okay, now, could I push it with this? Probably would be the better thing to do. Or not. Get it in there part way. What am I trying to say here? I lost my total train of thought of what I was going to do, but... Get in there. This is how I did it on the last one. But I think I need to push it in there with something else. Okay, come on. I don't remember how we did it, but that's okay. That's okay. The first time usually isn't the best, but in this case it might have been my best work. I don't know. Mamma mia. Come on. I hope we didn't cut it either. I have extras. Since I've grown to having a collection of Fiats, I now have extra parts on hand. I think that'll work. It'll find its happy place. So now what? Well, we're going to sit here a minute and reflect on our life's choices. We've done poorly so far. So, I guess after about 10 or 15 minutes of that, we'll probably go back to putting this together. I'm just not sure if I want to go on. No, I mean, if I want to clean up, I think I want to clean up on this arm a little more before putting it back together. So I'll go do that. We'll be back in a minute. All right. Forgot to turn the camera back on, but I did in fact get the little lines lined up again. I'm gonna see if I can just slip you in here so you can see it. Can you see that? Maybe? See that little line right there? Looks lined up to me from here. I'm kind of leaning over, but sure. So we're gonna put this back together now, see? We're gonna clean up our mess as we go. Eventually we'll get this all meadow greenified, you know. We just gotta work on a few more little places. These fenders, probably. I'll put that there. Let's do it the longest way possible, you know. I tried hard on this tractor to preserve as much originality as I could, but I think it was too far gone. I should have just repainted it all from the start. I don't know. I've been doing it one piece at a time, and it cost me a lot of dimes, that's for sure. A shitload of dimes.
Has anybody got a dime?
I don't know, James.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Let's tighten it right to the point that we twisted off. See, this design does not have the pinch bolt anymore, so that's it. I mean, it's got a little slop in it, but the tractor's got a lot of iron on it, so it's gonna happen. Now, I guess our next affair should be still cleaning, I think, but no, the next thing we should do is fix that arm and get that squared away where that ain't what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get that arm freed up so that the turnbuckle thing part turns. That's what I'm trying to say. I've got distracted with making things look pretty, and don't do that. If you make it look pretty, it'll just leave you for somebody else. So don't do that too much. Don't make it look too pretty. You'd be surprised how long it's taking to film this simple video because, hey, Friday night, you know. Just got off of that yellow cheese wagon and over it is what I'm saying. So we're going to have a few barley pops and turn wrenches. That's what we're going to do. Alright, well, what have I done? Have I accomplished anything? He said to himself as he precariously sprayed brake clean, causing harmful damage to the ozone with CFCs, which he doesn't even really know what that means, but they told him about it a lot in school to try to scare him. So he kept on anyway, feeling that ignorance was bliss. Some of the stupidest people are the most happy. Alright, well, I guess, I don't know if I should take that. I should probably take it off the tractor to fix this. Watch me. Because if I do it on here, I'll probably start a fire and burn the whole sucker to the ground, and then be sad because we did all that work and then torched it. But I don't know. We need to look up what we insured it for. Maybe that would be the best thing that ever happened to us. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I'd rather have the tractor than a stack of $100 bills. So, especially after all this work, makes it more meaningful, you know. Huh. We'll fix this in a minute, I think, and we will move on to the next arm, because that way this won't be burning hot and then I'll forget about it and grab a hold of it. So yeah, and then maybe the sway chains too. They're not really, I don't know, maybe that's a job for another day. I don't know. Well, that one's actually, that one's free. What's this one? I can't believe it. Great Caesar's Ghost.
Great Caesar's Ghost, are you going to wear that outfit into the jungle?
They're free. Let me let you in on what I'm doing. I thought, if we're going to make this more better, then we might as well get these unstuck, and they're not stuck. I can't believe that a design like this would not be stuck. So, we're going to clean those up with a wire, watch-a-me. We're going to anti-seize the garbage out of them and screw them back together. They don't really do what you'd really want them to when they're not hooked up to something, if that makes any kind of sense. And what I'm saying is, you know, they don't stop it from hitting the tire with this arm when it's not hooked up. It uses the opposite side chain would keep it from hitting this tire, and this chain would keep it from hitting that tire when it's hooked up. So you really need to keep a bar or something in there, a tarp strap like that viewer sent me, and I ended up using it on something. I don't know, but I'll get one to put on here. I think I have it here somewhere. I just don't. Oh, I know where they are. They're on the engine trailer. So yeah, but anyway, rambling again, thinking about everything but what we're supposed to be doing. That's typical fashion. But this little sucker is coming together now, friends. I mean, she's like a new one. I mean, that's pretty snazzy. I just gotta get this cleaned up. Now, this side, we have no idea what's gonna happen. Will there be sadness? Will there be gladness? Probably not, because there never usually is. Will there be regretting of life choices? Yes, there always is. Many, many regrets. Most generally, that's the case. See, there's no way to... Didn't bring the proper tools again. We got that off, though. That's amazing. Those aren't stuck. That's amazing. I mean, this thing sat here for 11 years, and then who knows how badly abused it was before I got it. I don't know. So it's amazing when stuff just comes loose like that. I mean, it shouldn't, but it does, and that's nice for a change. Now, I would say that step number one is going to be, oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, somehow or another on this jobby, my draft control linkage on this one, there, I was going to say, so at some point, it's not touching that roller, but then your watch-a-me doesn't work, see? So you got to have it the other way. So, yeah. Ah. Yep, you can tell they've been apart before. I forgot how to use tools, sorry. Just a minute. I mean, we're so close to right. Oh, the washer came off different. There we go. I see. Okay. Okay, silly goose. This one got a line? Yep. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Let's get off far enough that we can see that there's going to be a problem, and we'll have to, take more stuff loose. That's usually how that goes. Didn't bring a pry bar. Will this work? No. That's not what it was made for. But that doesn't matter. There's lots of things that aren't made for the things that they're doing. I mean, look at our politicians. Come on. Get off of there. Sadness is real. The tight fit is good though, because that means it's not worn too bad. There. Okay. Plugging along. Come on. There we go. Washer. Yep. Spacer. Well, I assume that both sides are made the same way. Even though that this one's a different diameter. Why they couldn't just make it, I don't know. Well, I do know. It's because of the fact that... Uh-oh. Is this one going to be rusted in here? Because that would really be... It ain't looking good. Friends, it ain't looking good. Oh, that sucks. I mean, it's got a lot of... I don't want it to be something stupid, like you have to take it out and drive the whole thing out or something. Because then there's a lot more steps to follow. Okay, come on. Come on. We're not getting any budging. And that's concerning me. Because you don't have a lot you can do with this steel. Oh. Pasta Pizzula. Now. There ain't no call for that. None whatsoever. For you to not come apart. We did not approve this at the morning safety meeting. We did not say that we weren't coming apart today. We all agreed that it was time to get this done. So play along. Can I drive on it a little bit from this way with an inappropriate tool and ruin it? I was hoping maybe I could break it free. And if I broke it free, then maybe I could turn it. Well, we made a pretty aggressive tool mark on it, but we didn't get it to do anything. Son of a Knutson, this ain't what we wanted. We might have to let it soak overnight with some blaster. If that don't work, we'll probably have to heat it, which I don't want to do, but I don't know what else to do. It'd be better to heat the housing and not the shaft. But it'd also be better not to burn the thing to the ground. I'm discussing with myself because I'm disgusted with myself. See, this is the kind of stuff is why you don't quote jobs to people. You know, when they want you to work on something, you don't say, oh, it'll just be an hour, because this is the kind of unplanned stuff here that causes you the grief. And then you get 16 hours wrapped up into taking a simple steel sleeve out of this. I mean, a simple piece of steel. It should come out, no problem. See, there I feel like maybe it moved, but I think I'm just moving the whole shebang. I'm so close. I'm so close. And yet, so far, so full of disappointment. Shoot. My teacher said I was too smart to be a mechanic, but I showed them. Come on. I'm not even smart enough to do this. So, take that. I just want you to pop out of there. Just go tink. But what's going to go tink is the end of my tool here that I'm using inappropriately. This should come out here. Why wouldn't it? You know? I don't think they would make it different. Would they? Would they make it different? Probably. Just enough to cause me problems. I mean, maybe I should stop and look at the parts book again. But I'm pretty sure that it's a mirror image. I mean, it's working so excellently if it just wasn't leaking. If we gotta disassemble this whole freaking thing, we're gonna have a customer complaint on this. I'm gonna brush up on my Italian words, or Italian animal sounds, and call the old Fiat factory and say, hey, cluck. Well, there's no sadder day than when you break the tip off your tool. I knew that was gonna happen. So now all we can do is throw this down on the ground so that it goes through a tire. That would probably be good. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what my next course of action's gonna be, short of disassembling more and driving the shaft out. And maybe that sucker would pop out of there. I don't think I need to do that though. I think it just needs a little bit more. Just a little bit of a tippity-tappity. And another sad thing is I don't have any extra parts for this, because that other tractor does not have this style housing. It's got the old pinch bolt style. So I'm gonna have to make this work somehow. I'm gonna have to do something. Even if it means like heating this up maybe. I don't want to heat it though. That oil will burn for days and torch the whole thing to the ground. But I don't know what to do. I don't want to just beat the tar out of it either, because that won't work. Do you have regrets in life? I do. This is one. Should have just pretended it was fine and not worried about it. It was only leaking a little, you know? Maybe it would be best to walk away, you know? Nobody said we have to do this today. It might be better to just soak this and wait till tomorrow when we're thinking with the light of sobriety, perhaps. Okay. What should we do? Should we beat it unmercifully until something happens? Should we keep soaking it? Will we walk away and just start drinking more? Find out on next week's episode of Fiat Failures. Well, we've deteriorated to a new level of sadness. About the only thing I can come up with is taking this all off the back so I can get in there, disconnect the connecting rod to the lift cylinder piston, and then drive the whole shaft out and maybe possibly knock that out, but probably not until I take the fender off. And yeah, this has gone way too much. I tried heating it. That didn't do anything except for sure now ruin that other O-ring, so we can't just ignore it. So we might as well just dive in, both feet, and be sad about it. I mean, this is nuts. Why can I never just have a simple thing go down, you know? It's always a major to-do. Ugh. But that's probably going to be in the next one. There's no way that I'm going to get it all done before it gets dark. I probably should park it out of the way too, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it sit right here in the way and just deal with whatever poor choices I make. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.